Today we go over Snoke's spoilers of his Force abilities and new details of his Praetorian Guards. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, it is greatly appreciated. Now, when it comes to Supreme Leader Snoke, you guys may recall just yesterday, we learned a whole lot more about The Last Jedi, all thanks to the Everything You Absolutely Need to Know book, and they touched on Snoke's Force abilities, which consist of telekinesis, Force chokes, and throws. Now, that's only a small amount of the powers that Snoke actually holds, but those are the powers that he will be using in the motion picture. Now, aside from the book, we did learn a little bit more about how Snoke will use the Force choke ability in The Last Jedi, and that he will actually not even have to lift his arm or clench his hand to actually use this Force ability, such as Darth Vader did in the original trilogy and other films as well, such as Rogue One. Now, he won't need to clench his hand or lift his arm up. All he has to do is look at the person in the eye, and they will start choking, gasping for air, near death. And honestly, I think that sounds really, really cool. Darth Vader, yes, did something very similar in the original trilogy, where all he had to do was look at the monitor, and the guy was choking, and he fell to his death immediately. That's all Vader had to do when he said, you know, "You have failed me for the last time." Then he just falls down, face flat on the floor, dead. So they're going to be doing something very similar to that with Supreme Leader Snoke, except they're going to add a violent sound effect over Snoke's actions. And come to think of it, they did do something very, very similar in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, when Darth Vader is force choking Krennic. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you do hear this high hum. Alright, you do hear this humming sound, and when he lets go of Krennic, the hum goes away. It gives you a sense that you are running out of air, and they're going to do something very much similar with Supreme Leader Snoke, most likely amplified. Now, the other thing that we did learn is, well, new details about his Praetorian Guards according to this book, and it says relentless evil. The Resistance has wiped out the First Order's superweapon, Starkiller Base, but the battle for ultimate control of the galaxy rages on. Flanked by his blood-red Praetorian Guards, Snoke rallies his mighty troops to counterattack. Faces old and new will enter the fray. It goes on to say, armed to the teeth, the Praetorian Guards boast an arsenal of weapons, such as flailing whipstaffs and heavy double-bladed pale arms that can also be, separated into single-bladed weapons. The precise sweeping movements of their martial arts fighting style strikes fear into the hearts of foes. Now, this is going to be very, very cool to see on screen. We have heard many leaks out there that these Praetorian Guards actually go up against Kylo Ren for a training session. And that's going to be very cool to see on screen. In fact, we got a glimpse at that in the BTS reel of Adam Driver going up against two individuals holding these wooden staffs. I believe those were trainers for the Praetorian Guards going up against Driver as Kylo Ren. That about wraps things up for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the content for today, and if you did, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding on the one. From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.